you helped me apply for? I got it. My name is Dale Pazinski. I help people achieve financial independence. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You must have thrown 1,000 pitches teaching him to hit a home run. Spent countless Saturdays running routes so he could learn to hit an open receiver. Endless afternoons teaching him how to hit the three-pointer. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit? Teaching boys that all violence against women is wrong is one of the most important things a man can do. Learn how to start the conversation at teachearly.org. Brought to you by Futures Without Violence and the Ad Council.
Dear John, I'm leaving. Uncontrolled high blood pressure is serious, and I can quit whenever I want. Why can't we get back to when you checked on me? I don't want to leave, but remember, when I quit, you quit. Sincerely, your heart.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. High blood pressure can lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range today. Find out how at heart.org/bloodpressure. A message from the American Heart Association, the American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Man, last night we put on an epic light show.
So epic.
The crowd loved us.
Wait, there were only 4 people out there.
Yeah, but did you see their 4 faces? Their eyes lit up brighter than ours, and we're fireflies.
Yeah, we are.
And we're gonna be out here rocking out our light show at a forest near you, so come check us out.
Check us out.
Whether you're rocking their world or they're rocking yours, some memories never fade. Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
When I was little, I didn't talk for a long time. I was sensitive to lights and sounds, so I built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. Sometimes I did the same things over and over, until one day I found out I had autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
So you see, son, good manners are important. Should I go through it again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, and excuse me. Sit up straight, hold doors open, don't speak with your mouth full, keep your elbows off the table. Share your things, play nice, and generally treat others the way you'd like to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
And stop picking your nose.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day, making sure they brush their teeth, is easier. And it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
So, who's going to do what? Flashlights?
Nowhere to be found.
Emergency supply kits?
Not packed.
What about blankets?
We have an old towel.
Cell phones?
May not work.
Emergency water?
Not a drop.
Perfect. We all know where we're meeting if we're separated.
The library.
On Jones' house. The bus stop.
And I'll be waiting here wondering where you all are. Great. It sounds like we don't have a plan.
Winging it is not an emergency plan. Make sure your kids know what to do during an emergency, who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
Ugh, what are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
What are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. It's been a long time since we've had an adventure in the forest.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
You're right. I should get out.
Yeah, the forest is not that far away.
Hey, Mom!
Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hey, let me ask you something. Would you seat your 3-year-old child on a windowsill? Would you seat them beside a lit fireplace or by the deep end of a pool? One last question. Would you seat your child in a car seat that's not correct for them? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Secure their future. Seat them in the correct car seat. For more information, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
WWE superstar Alberto Del Rio. Take 1.
Behold the angry giant.
Try it again, Alberto.
Behold the angry giant.
Perfect. Good luck tonight.
Behold the Angry Giant.
Yay! Read me another one, Dad.
This is WWE superstar Alberto Del Rio. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Visit fatherhood.gov, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
Ugh, what are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
What are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. It's been a long time since we've had an adventure in the forest.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
You're right. I should get out.
Yeah, the forest is not that far away.
Hey, Mom! Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So you see, son, good manners are important. Should I go through it again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, and excuse me. Sit up straight, hold doors open, don't speak with your mouth full, keep your elbows off the table. Share your things, play nice, and generally treat others the way you'd like to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
And stop picking your nose.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
You must have thrown 1,000 pitches teaching him to hit a home run. Spent countless Saturdays running routes so he could learn to hit an open receiver. Endless afternoons teaching him how to hit the three-pointer. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit? Teaching boys that all violence against women is wrong is one of the most important things a man can do. Learn how to start the conversation at teachearly.org. Brought to you by Futures Without Violence and the Ad Council.
It only takes a minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. And you can do it at doihaveprediabetes.org. But you're probably not going to, are you? Kids, work, listening to the radio. You're busy, which is great because busy people can't get prediabetes. Oh my, I read that wrong. They can. Should have worn my glasses. So visit doihaveprediabetes.org and take a short test, because prediabetes can be reversed.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
I am done with my mattress. That's right, I'm not spending another night on this old bag. My new mattress comes today, and this thing is out of here. Bye-bye, mattress.
Yep, bye-bye mattress. So says you and about 1,000 other people every day. And that's a lot of old mattresses with no place to go. There's the landfill, of course, where they just take up space. But what a waste. Because you could send it to a mattress recycler, where old mattresses get broken down into steel, foam, wood, and fiber that become new steel, carpet padding, home insulation, garden mulch, biomass fuel, locomotive oil filters, and all kinds of other great stuff. So bye-bye mattress is right. But don't toss it. Recycle it. It's easy, and it's free. To find a mattress recycler in your area, visit buybuymattress.com.
Today, my new dad and I shot off a rocket in the park.
Today, my new son and I failed to shoot off a rocket.
The rocket launched into the air
and then crashed into the pond.
I'll never forget that day.
I'll never forget that day, even if I tried.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
When I was little, I didn't talk for a long time. I was sensitive to lights and sounds, so I'd build secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. Sometimes I'd do the same things over and over, until one day I found out I had autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
I want to thank my mommy for loving me so much.
For taking me to the doctor when I broke my foot.
For leaving me alone when I wanted to be alone.
And now, as a grown-up, I'm thankful for being able to take care of you, my dear mom, for taking you to your therapies, for understanding that sometimes you simply want to be alone.
Roles change without us noticing. That's why AARP gives you the information to provide even better care for your loved one. Visit aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Today, my new dad and I shot off a rocket in the park.
Today, my new son and I failed to shoot off a rocket.
The rocket launched into the air
and then crashed into the pond.
I'll never forget that day.
I'll never forget that day, even if I tried.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
When I was little, I didn't talk for a long time. I was sensitive to lights and sounds, so I'd build secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. Sometimes I'd do the same things over and over, until one day I found out I had autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
You must have thrown 1,000 pitches teaching him to hit a home run. Spent countless Saturdays running routes so he could learn to hit an open receiver. Endless afternoons teaching him how to hit the three-pointer. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit? Teaching boys that all violence against women is wrong is one of the most important things a man can do. Learn how to start the conversation at teachearly.org. Brought to you by Futures Without Violence and the Ad Council.
Man, last night we put on an epic light show.
So epic.
The crowd loved us.
Wait, there were only 4 people out there.
Yeah, but did you see their 4 faces? Their eyes lit up brighter than ours, and we're fireflies.
Yeah, we are.
And we're gonna be out here rocking out our light show at a forest near you, so come check us out.
Check us out.
Whether you're rocking their world or they're rocking yours, some memories never fade. Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to sell all your belongings and live in a commune.
These dungarees belong to all of us now, Tom.
You don't need to get a second job as a stuntman.
We need a new stuntman!
You just need FeedThePig.org. Don't get left behind. Get tips and tools at FeedThePig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
This is Jaime Rojas, co-host of Jimmy's Politico. As we talk about being America's political and business stylist, this is America's chance to listen to what's happening not only in the White House, but across America, both politically and business. Hopefully you hear us on Jimmy's Politico on thepowerofvoices.com.
I'm little teapot, short and stout.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
No, Dad, like this. When I get all steamed up, then I shout, tip me over and
pour me out. This is WWE superstar Roman Reigns. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Hey, join Lee Carroll and the cast of characters that make up just about anybody, anywhere from Chris Pace, Alfo, Alpo, Apollo, even little Frankie. Join us 10 a.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday, right here on thepowerofvoices.com. Oh, and I forgot you.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's going to teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
I'm Nancy Renee.
And I'm Adrienne Shapiro.
We're the founders of Access Advocacy, a nonprofit for the benefit of people with sickle cell disease.
We provide education and support for families, caregivers, and the medical community.
Join us every Tuesday at noon Pacific Time on thepowerofvoices.com.
We'll talk about current issues, what's on the horizon for treatment, and how to help families living with chronic diseases. And we look forward to you joining us on Tuesdays at noon Pacific on thepowerofvoices.com.
You having fun yet? Thepowerofvoices.com.
No, I don't. I don't even want to know the difference. I don't even want to know the difference right now. So, cool. We're on? Are we on?
Okay, Jesse. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay,
Yeah.
can you hear me
Now
okay?
I'm going to have a mic. Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
I'm getting feedback from you.
Yeah, no. That's because I had the speakers plugged in.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready. How do I make this camera big? How do I make this so big?
Now, it's time for Straight on the Point with your host from some undisclosed location. Here's Jesse T.
Well. We are back on the air and everywhere, so we have along with us. It's the Jesse T Show. Running a little bit late here. We're broadcasting live from Hollywood Boulevard at 6356 Hollywood Boulevard, and it's good to be back with you. Fresh in from Denver, Colorado. Hey, man, I tell you, I flew all the way from Denver just to get here to you guys because I love you, baby. That's right. It's the Jesse T Show, Monday through Friday, right here, every day of the week at 5 to 6 o'clock. Apologize for getting on just a little bit late, but hey, we're here setting up. We had a little bit of technical difficulty out here in Hollywood Boulevard setting up our system, but we are live on Facebook.com/Jesse Torero. We're also live on YouTube Live, Jesse Torero, The Power of Voices on YouTube, and on Facebook.com, Facebook.com/The Power of Voices, as well as Instagram. Our Instagram guys are checking in with us. Thanks a lot, Instagram. Hopefully it's not too brilliant on the light here, but we had to kind of splash it up a little bit. Behind me, over here in this window, in the beautiful blue skies of Southern California. Come on over here, lovely lady. Here, come on over here. Right here, buddy. Okay. Hey, all right. We're gonna bring you in here in a second, and it's real simple. You just have to talk real close to my ear.
Oh yeah.
Oh, baby. Oh, Lord, the great Phyllis Spielman. What's happening?
Hello, we're
Hey.
just getting ready for the premiere.
Tell us all about it. I was just going to get into that. We're on Hollywood Boulevard. We're having a good time now. We just finally got it up and got it rolling. But tell me about what's happening. We're here for you guys.
Yes, we are. Stasis. Its official U.S. launch is tomorrow, the 29th. It's been launched in 78 countries on Netflix across the world. And so tonight we're celebrating. We're having the premiere and after party at Beetle House.
Well, that's terrific. Now, the Beetle House is right on Hollywood Boulevard. It's just down from Hollywood and Vine. They just built that big Addams Family kind of structure down in the corner. So we're just down the street from that.
Yes, it's really a neat atmosphere. We come in, like I said, at the Tim Burton type of style chant. I mean, you're going to love it when you come up.
In other words, there's a lot of freakies going on in this place, man. We got some crazy dresses. You ever gone online and see what they do in this place?
Oh,
That's a nice setup. You never know what's going to happen.
You never know. And on that note, though, I've got to go trying to get ready. Get dressed.
You're beautiful as you stand. What are you talking about?
Carpet and all that fun stuff.
Yes.
So make sure you come.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
The movie starts. The screening starts in this private club.
Mm-hmm. And
Right.
the after party is right after the red carpet. It's from 9 to 11.
Oh, that's where we're going to be having some fun with some people because we're all going to be a little bit drunk.
And I'll
Yes.
see you again there.
Okay, well, I don't know how we're going to get around here. Can you walk that way or this way? All right, so you got it. We're here for Stasis and the movie premiere on Hollywood Boulevard. It's terrific. Hey, how'd that sound leave back at the studio? Was that okay? Did she speak up loud enough?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, that's great. So we're doing our thing out here. We want you to come out here at 6356. You can get yourself a ticket and get in the house here. They got the drink specials going on. They got all kinds of stuff happening. This is really a cool place. We're on the second floor of Hollywood and basically Hollywood and Ivar. Now, Ivar is where there was a newsstand there for a little while. Also, Ivar has a hamburger stand on the corner in the old Bank of America across the street. So it's kind of cool. And we're just down from Hollywood and Vine, the world famous Hollywood and Vine. And they've got the Addams Family house. It looks like the Addams Family. It's a haunted house built there in the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Just kind of give you an approximation. We're kind of this way from the Chinese, which is that way. So we're this way from that way. We're not that way, we're this way. This way, that way, this way, that way, this way, that way. That's what it's about. The Brown Beauty's on duty on the air and everywhere. And of course, bringing it to you live and from the community to the world. So let me kind of go over what's happening here. We're real excited to be out here, and we really appreciate the producers for the movie Stasis, and that's what we're here for. Stasis is a sci-fi thriller. It's really a terrific movie. It has a lot to do with time travel. Now, a lot of the movies, the sci-fi movies out there right now are not dealing with this issue of time travel, but this one has a lot of issues with that. It's really kind of a very cool Sherlock Holmes, like a who did it kind of thing, but yet it's got to do with time travel, going back in time and forth in time, and how they try to battle. I gotta plug this in here, so I'm gonna be reaching around right now and getting this stuff. We keep talking to you here. So that's what I'm doing. I'm reaching around and I'm getting my stuff together. Oh, was that fast or what? Man, I'm like that Speedy Gonzalez now. I'll tell you. Don't mess around. I got to plug this in right here. Otherwise, we're going to lose our connection feed here because we are hotspot. That's a cool thing about that, isn't it? That we can hotspot from anywhere in the world. In fact, I was in Colorado the last 4 days working for NBC Sports a little bit, giving them some live feeds back to NBC Sports HD, covering the Great Spartan Race and 13-mile Breckenridge Beast from 9,000 to 13,000 square feet. And some great times. There was one guy who did it in 2 hours and 30 minutes. Unbelievable, man. Straight up kind of stuff. Very cool. So I got a chance to get down in there and get in the water and have a lot of fun in that arena there. It was really terrific, and I really thank NBC for having us out there and the Spartan organization. Where I have Jesse T doing my thing like I always do it here. The Brown Beauty is on. So we flew in this morning, and now we're here to cover Stasis and the premiere because we wanted to be here because this is such a cool movie. Let me exit stage right for a second and put this over there. Hold on, I'll be back with you in a minute. We'll still be talking to you though here. Just need to grab a few little things here and see if I can find it, if I put it all in. Yes, I did. Where are we at here? Let's see what we got going on. All right. Well, you know, as I speak, I'm trying to find my connection, so I'm not able to find that for some reason. I think I left it in the car downstairs. But, you know, we'll go until we can go, and that's all we can do, right? Hey, we're here together. So let me tell you a little bit more about Stasis. This is a project. One of the stars, just one of the main stars, was just sitting here with us, Phyllis Spielman, and she's a terrific actress. We did an interview with her. Yes, I'm not reaching down my shoes here or my pants. What I'm looking for is in my charger, so I can plug this phone in right here and keep the feed going live to you. And I think I found it. Yay! Hey, man, perseverance always pays out. Isn't that the truth? You know, you never quit. You never give up. Perseverance always pays the bills. Isn't that right? All right, so I found my cord, found my trusty cord, and I'm ready to go and hook this up here. So we're at 6356 Hollywood Boulevard. We want you to come out here. It's going to be a great party tonight. You're going to see a lot of stars for this world premiere. Some really notable people in this film. We'll be talking more about that here in just a second. Just let me kind of look at here and see if I can find one of my cords to set this thing up. That one won't work because that's an iPad. And you know, it's really messed up when you have an Android and an iPad. You just never know which one you have to use, and you're mixing your technology up all the time. But I think I got a cord here to make this happen. All right, so let's see what we can do. As I'm reaching deep in the box of tricks. All right. Okay. So, you want to check us out. We are on Instagram right now, saying hi to our folks, Lloyd Pantel. What's happening, Lloyd? How you doing, buddy? That's a great attorney right here in Los Angeles. Thanks for having us out. He's covering my back all the time. All right, buddy. Hey, I got to say hi to Mikey's. Thanks a lot, Mikey's. I think I got this thing all lined up here. So, tonight we're going to be broadcasting live a little bit later on and covering the red carpet of the brand new premiere movie called Stasis. This is a one-man operation, man. Let me tell you, that's what happens with one-man operations. You do everything yourself. I don't care if you see it. It doesn't make any difference to me. Now let's just make sure that this thing hooks up and starts charging as I go. And of course, it doesn't seem to want to do that too well. So, but that's all right. Let's find another cord. Here we go. We're instead of dumpster dumping, we are cord hopping. And of course, I probably left that cord in my car, right? Yes, that just seems to be the way things work these days, don't you think? When you think you got something covered and you don't, and it's called Murphy's Law. Well, what happens with Murphy's Law, when Murphy goes to lunch, rival kicks in. So that's kind of what happens. So we'll just stay on as long as we can. Boy, yikes. All right. I hope we can switch the hotspots around, and that's what I'm going to do right now. I'll get my other phone rolling. So this movie was produced over this last year, and they shot it in stages, and it's really a tour. It's got great graphics. It's a sci-fi thriller, kind of a whodunit, and a back and forth in time. We want you to check it out. We're going to have all the stars out here a little bit later on. What's happening, if you get down here quick enough, they just have a few tickets left where you can buy some of these tickets here and check out a great private screening of this film, about ready to be released and distributed nationwide. So we're kind of getting a look-see before anybody else gets it, which is, it's kind of cool always to get that kind of insight, you know, because it's kind of fun. To see things before anybody else does. It's really cool in that situation. So that's what we're going to kind of introduce you to that. You know, we do a lot of that here on the Jesse T Show. We consistently bring you stuff here that nobody else brings you, and we're live, real, down and dirty, nitty gritty. We let all the faux pas go and let you see the real action and how it really takes place. We don't need to be too slick, my friends. We don't have to be slick Rick here. We just kind of put it out to you and say, look, this is what we do and this is what we're about, and we hope you like it. Our audience is growing, and we thank you very much for that. We're seeing lots and lots of of growth, which is very cool to have. And we appreciate you sharing the likes out on Facebook.com. Over 100,000 shares a month. I mean, that's really cool. Thank you much. And on Google Plus, over 1 million views of the Jesse T Show. So I've got my other hotspot going. So hopefully, when this hotspot blows out on me, I'm going to make the switch to my other hotspot. But maybe I should make the switch right now because this is dropping out. Hey, Lee, can I do that? Let me know. Can I make a switch in between hotspots? I don't know if I can do that. And still keep the feed? Probably not. Okay, let's see if I can make that switch between hotspots. All right, there we go. All right. So, we're going to be interviewing some people here.
Now, it's probably going to drop, but it may be temporary, but I'm not really sure. Never tried that.
Yeah, so I'm going to, you know, because I'm going to run out. I got 80% on one hotspot, and I got 16% on another hotspot. So, you know what's happening to me here. I'm going to run out real fast. That's what's going to happen. Right now, 3812 is going. I want 1413 to go. And this is a technical talk, folks. I know it's kind of strange in that way, but we're trying to get the other hotspot possibly going, so we might lose it out. And hopefully you don't have to call me back if I do lose it, because then we'll be on the same phone together, and that won't be something. Oh, there it is right there. So I'm going to make the switch right now, okay? Let's do that right now. I'm going to make that switch right now. I'm going to... All right, we got it going. It worked. Are you up and rolling with me, buddy?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, well, it worked. Now I've got my other phone going, and I'm good to go. Not bad, huh? So we learn something new, don't we? Every day?
Every day with you, Jesse. Every day there's something new to learn.
Oh, every day is something new with Jesse T, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Huh? Absolutely. So let me reiterate, just to kind of, as we move on from it, we've got a couple things we want to talk about on the Jesse T Show. But we are at 6356 Hollywood Boulevard in the beautiful Hollywood location where all the movie stars are hanging around. Past cars, swimming pools. I feel like the Beverly Hillbillies, but we're right here on the Walk of Fame with all the stars out there. And it is a Monday night here in Southern California, so we're starting off the week right. We're going to start it off with a brand new premiere from a brand new movie called Stasis. It really is. I've seen it already. It really is a terrific film. And so come on down here. You can purchase a ticket, have a good time, mingle, and have some fun with the stars. Some really out-looking girls in this one, and handsome men, my friend. So, and it's really a movie that makes you think about a lot of things a little bit differently. And talk about thinking about things differently. Oh, I have to tell you, it's the Beetle House that we're broadcasting from right now, which is really cool. The Beetle House is sort of like Phyllis Spillman. She talked about it earlier when we just got on the air. It sort of is like watching a Tim Burton movie. It is really out there. The Beetle House has a lot of cool things. Timothy Burton, kind of gothic, kind of modern gothic style, a lot of fun. People just crazy down here. They just love it. People do crazy things in here, and I'm going to be roaming around the crowd with the shtick cam, waiting for Dan the Man and the Road Dog King to show up, and a couple other people. I think Michael Angelo from Roundup is going to be down here with us. Probably the Shark Freilich might be down here with us as well, but we got Lee Baby Michaels running the studio there at thepowervoices.com, and of course on Facebook.com/Jesse Terrero, and YouTube Live, Jesse Terrero, as well as YouTube Live, The Power of Voices, and YouTube Live at Facebook.com. That is The Power of Voices at facebook.com. So we're Instagramming right now, and our Instagram audience is checking in with us. We appreciate that and appreciate all the love. But the Beetle House is kind of a cool place, a nice bar, a couple dancing zones, some lounging, and we're going to be showing that off a little bit later on. It's really kind of just opened about 4 or 5 months ago. It was something else before then, but this kind of incarnation of it, I think it's going to be just terrific. So you want to come down and check it out. It's like one of Hollywood Boulevard's newest hotspots. So the Beetle House, check it out right here at 6356 Hollywood Boulevard. So what's going on in Houston? Well, I've been out of commission for about 4 or 5 days. I've been with NBC Sports HD and the Spartan Network. They engaged me to go out and cover 5 obstacles. And thank goodness they were the obstacles that weren't at 9,900 feet or 11,000 feet. We were at Breckenridge, Colorado. And the race started at 9,000 feet and went up to 12,500 feet, a 13-mile beast. They called it the Breckenridge Beast. Well, I was out there covering it, and boy, Colorado sure is a beautiful place to live, and it's a beautiful place. People are so cool, so friendly, so happy. It's different flying back into Los Angeles, that's for sure. But in the meantime, the last thing I got on the hurricane was that it was stalling over the Gulf of Mexico, right out by Corpus Christi. It was starting to stall there, and that was late Thursday night. And Friday I was in meetings preparing for Saturday. Saturday I was out there basically on the location set, doing the obstacle course coverage for NBC Live. And I posted up as much as I could on Facebook.com/Jesse Twirl. I have to be careful what I post up there. I had to sign a confidentiality contract. I can't post up stuff because they're going to pre-produce that and put it all together in the package. But on Sunday too as well. So I really haven't had a lot of look-see into what's happening in current events. But of course everybody's talking about Hurricane. That's Hurricane Henry, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please do. And it is destroying Houston.
As in Steve Harvey.
Okay. Oh, Steve Harvey, just a terrific personality. But Hurricane Harvey. And what I got from it flying in on the plane today from Denver International to LAX, my goodness, it is almost as bad as Katrina. It isn't affecting as many states yet, but Texas has been hit so hard. And a lot of cast members, like Phyllis Spielman, she's from Texas. She's a Texas girl, and she has lots of family back there. Hopefully we'll be able to get her input on that. But Hurricane Harvey is really, really destroying lots of property. Water damage is the worst kind of damage because basically you got to tear everything down. With dry rot and mold, forget it. I don't care if it's an industrial building or a house or a car. Water damage is the most destructive force of all kinds because once it's there and it doesn't go away. It just doesn't dry out. And some of the photos and pictures that I've been seeing, I mean, we've got complete buildings that are 20, 30 feet high that are just submerged. There was one photo I caught on the internet today about the airport and the planes being underwater, but that came up to be a fake photo. A Photoshop photo, as recent reports, but nevertheless, there are lots of just heartbreaking rescues and people really rising to the occasion. The one thing about Texas people, they're as independent Americans as you can possibly imagine. They love their heritage, and they love the fact that they fought for their independence, and they had to fight a couple of times against the Mexicans and the Americans, or the Union. And finally, they decided to join the United States of America. But Texans are notoriously independent people. And everything is big in the big state of Texas. Well, this storm is really a huge storm, and it's creating lots of damage. From what I understand, there's not a lot of controversy right now going on with the government and FEMA and the National Guard. They seem to be kicking things into place pretty quickly. Even countries like Mexico are helping out. They're sending semi-trucks of food, and hey, they rightfully so. They're our border buddies, and we have been friends for a long time. We help them, they help us. That's what it's all about. But one of the things that really bothers me more than anything, as we're screwing through the Jesse T show here today, I can't let one show go by without a little bit of controversy. One of the things that bothers me tremendously about this is that a two-time and rat bastard backstabbing preacher Joel Osteen. And what a scumbag, Ken Doll, fake hypocrisy, big tooth monster he is. That guy he fleeces people to the tune of $40 million a year at his mega church in Houston. You ever seen that program? He's up there telling you how great you can be and how wonderful you can be and how you can be one with God, and God wants to give you all the money, and all you have to do is buy his books and his website, and he passes the dish through that auditorium of 25,000 or 30,000 people that he bought. He passes that dish around 8, 9, 10 times, collecting people's money there. It's terrible. It's absolutely horrendous, and it's fake boob, liposuction lip, low-life, scumbag wife. And I hope Joel Osteen hears this, man. I'd like to meet you in an alley back here in Hollywood. That's for sure. Hey, go grab, and I'd like to take you out to the woodshed, brother, and show you some brotherly love, Jesse T style. Because I'm telling you, man, you know what he did? Man, there are people dying and drowning. They've lost everything. And he's barricaded his mega church and said, "Now you're not coming in." He's not letting anybody in his mega church. Isn't that what a preacher, pastor, isn't that what a priest, isn't that what a man of religion and God is supposed to do? Take care of your neighborhood, take care of your family, take care of your community, take care of those in need. I mean, what kind of guy is this? Because a low-life scumbag, that's what he is. He's nothing better than a low-life scumbag. So, you know, that's kind of what's happening. I mean, this guy is just terrible. I mean, he is there living the high life in his $10.5 million house in Houston. Now, let me understand something to you. A $10.5 million house in Beverly Hills is a $10.5 million house. But it's not really as spectacular as you might think it is in your brain. But a $10.5 million house in Houston is spectacular like your brain. I mean, we were in a 65,000 square foot house that Pat Nevitz owns. And on Montecito, his backyard's a polo ground. And they're selling that house for $65 million. So, I mean, the stuff you can back, this guy's living in the Taj Mahal. He's living in, you talk about a guy who probably thinks the White House is a back shack. This guy is unbelievable what he's living in. You know, he drives the fancy cars, Rolls Royces, Bentleys. He has chauffeur driven. He has a house full of servants. He got this fake wife and his fake smile standing up there in those $5,000 suits. I'm sure $10,000 suits, fleecing you if you've ever bought anything from him, from your money. And he's not doing anything with that money he made off the backs of you good folks. He's a scumbag. He needs to be taken down hard and fast. Joel Osteen, you know what I think about you in Italian? Hey, bungo. You know, that's what that means in Italian. I'm calling it like I see. I'm calling it like it is. They're up in arms against this guy. He won't open up his 660,000 square foot auditorium, mega church. I think that was the old football stadium, indoor football stadium in Houston where the Oilers played, I think. And it's huge. What do they put in? 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people in that place? And he won't open that up? He's keeping people out? Guys, we need to send that guy down the river in Houston with holes in his boat. I'm not liking this guy at all. And that's just the way I see it. That's the world according to Terrell. You're straight on the point with Jesse T. There's a lot of tragedy going on right there. And now they're saying the storm moved off of out of the Houston area back out into the Gulf to create more steam and more water, to grab up some more water and wind, and it's going to come back into, quite possibly, hit other states like New Orleans, this town of New Orleans, man. That was the one in Katrina where the levees broke. I wonder if they did all that levee work that FEMA said they were going to do, and I wonder if all that stuff got done. I don't know. I do know that they've just recovered a little bit in the last 5 years from Katrina. So the storms are supposed to kind of gather some more steam, and they're talking about it moving back inland again to cover more southern states, and or maybe hit Houston and Texas again. So we're not over this. This is a bad one. This is a bad one. It's dropping lots of water. Another 25 or 30 inches of water are going to be dropped over the next couple of days. That's what we're talking about. I mean, that's, you know, you're talking about 30 inches of water. That's almost 3 feet of water out your front door in a matter of 24 hours. That's a lot of water. A lot of water. All right? You know, I don't know what the world's talking about climate control, and we ain't got no water in America. We're getting a lot of water there, and it's affecting a lot of people. And so whatever you can do, folks, forget your prayers. You want to pray for them, that's all right. But whatever you can do in terms of helping out organizations that you are legitimate, you got to verify before you trust them with anything that you can to help them out with. The folks need it there. We were seeing some heroic rescues. Heroic rescues. So I just want to make a note and talk about that scumbag Joel Osteen. That set me on fire. I was on fire, baby. I was on fire on that. On fire on that 737 Super Jet coming back. On fire, man. Man, I was on fire. I had to have like 6 ginger ales. I was wired on the Power of Voices. It's good to have you along with us. We got a great show lined up for you later on tonight. We're here. See if I can. Hey, man, anybody here from the Beetle House I can talk to live right now? So anyhow, we're at the Beetle House at 6356. Great place to come hang out with your buddies. Yeah, guys looking for girls, girls looking for guys. You know, doing that old date thing. Yeah, Dateline USA, right? Yeah, it's a good place because it's got a great vibe in here. It's got skylights. It's got big, huge windows. It's got wood all around and kind of decor in Tim Burton style. And they got a nice sound system. You can hear a little bit behind me. Great lights in here. Nice lounging around area. And the people that come here are funky fresh, man. They're like wild the way they dress, the way they goof around. Whoo, baby. Whoo, doggies. You just don't know what you just might see. The production staff and the people who have made this great movie called Stasis invited us out here to take care of kind of getting the media out and having a good time and doing what Jesse T does best. Whatever that is, just be me, Jesse T. So we're going to be out here coming back at you at after the film, and the film starts at 7 o'clock. We want you to come out here. There are some tickets available. Let's line them up and get some cool tickets to a brand new movie starring Phil Spielman and so many others. We're going to be interviewing all the major stars. I think we're going to have like 200 or 300 people. This place is going to be packed and jacked. It's really going to be happening here on a Monday night. What better way to kick off your Monday night, too, huh? As you party with Jesse T and the Jesse T Show here on a Monday night on Hollywood Boulevard. Yeah, Hollywood Boulevard's kind of cool. It's really, I'm excited to be here. There's no vibe like Hollywood Boulevard. I mean, downtown LA is trying to make that vibe. Hey, there's Marie. Mama T. Mama T has joined us. Thanks a lot, Mama T. She had a good time in Breckenridge. Mama T. That's right. And so, hey, look, we're going to have a good show tonight. We're going to see the movie. We're going to cut the red carpet and the big media board in a little, and then we'll be up there with the big camera. We got the big camera coming in. The big camera. The big boy is coming here. That's right, the big boy. Yeah, we're going to be big camera, and I'm going to be rolling around with my shtick cam, having a good time with folks. And so we want you to be a part of that and experience a red carpet and a premiere Jesse T style. And let me tell you, I've been told a lot of things. Some of those things I can't really talk about. But it's good to have you along every day right here, Monday through Friday from 5 to 6. So I ask of you to strike Joel Osteen out of your life and his wife. They have done their community, and they have fleeced people, and they're not paying back. And they need to be taken out, stripped naked, throw some tar on them, feathered, and kicked their butt right out of this town and country. Houston is hurting, and they don't care. And anybody who doesn't, man, you got to be some screwed up person. That's all I can say. So I'm going to start doing some really investigating into Houston, make sure when the government does the right thing, not like the last one, where FEMA screwed everything up, you know. And remember old Bushy, we're proud of Bob. I think that was Bobby, you're doing a good job, Bob, or whatever that cliche was. That Bushy guy, man. Never trusted him, never liked him, never liked his daddy either. What was that? Brownie. Yeah, what was that? Brownie, you're doing a good job. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Remember that?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, Brownie. Hey, Brownie, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job, Brownie. Oh, man. Man, yeah, good job, Mike. Lee Michaels was telling me before the show, he was seeing over the weekend that they were saying that the cleanup of this, whenever it does stop, is going to be in the trillions of dollars. That, you know, the trillions of dollars. We're not talking billions. Trillions. Katrina was in the billions. But it's almost been, what, almost 20 years since Katrina? Not quite. But trillions of dollars for Houston. We're talking about the fourth largest city in America here, folks. The fourth largest populated city in America. We're not talking about some, you know, city in Breckenridge, Colorado where there's 4,500 people. Of course, it would be horrible for them, too. The fourth largest city in America. Okay, so, and everything is just wiped out with water.
600 square miles.
What's that?
600 square miles affected by this storm. 8 million people in the Houston metro.
600 square miles?
600 square miles.
That's bigger than Southern California.
It's big.
I mean, we're packed in here compared to 8 million people. You had some family up there, don't you, Lee?
Yeah, I have my daughter and her family and ex-wife and several other friends, media friends. Got a lot of contacts down there. Most of them went up to Dallas. So
they got out before the water really started coming.
Yeah, they got out on Friday early, and the house that my daughter lives in is taking on water, about a foot so far. And
that house is going to have to be torn down all the way down to the frames, man.
Yeah. Another 25 inches of rain could take that house. You know, it may be 6 feet of water in there. Who knows?
Yeah, well, you know, we're going to, just like they saw in Katrina, so many houses, neighborhoods had to be just bulldozed down because once you get that kind of water damage, you can't repair it. It's not like going and reframing the building that's there. No, you got to take it down because that mold sticks in, fungi, dry rot, and that's the black mold that sticks in because that black mold is killer mold. That's killer mold. You get that in your lungs, it incubates in the water in your lungs, and you die. It's just that simple. You die.
And you know, so I bet a lot of the people, and I'm not sure, I'm trying to get a message to my daughter now in terms of whether or not she has flood insurance, because if you don't,
a lot of people don't buy it. It's very expensive, even like here in California.
Like earthquake insurance here. A lot of people just can't afford it.
Flood. Well, my friend, I'm here to tell you, flood insurance is more. Flood insurance is about 4 times the cost of earthquake insurance.
Wow.
In order you get a flood insurance policy here in California, the flood insurance policy is going to cost you $3,000 to $5,000, depending what determination of time flood zone you're in. If you're in a 50-year flood zone or a 100-year flood zone, depending on that duration of flood zone time and where you're at in that swing since the last flood, your flood insurance minimum $3,500, and that's cash and no payments. There's no premium payments still. That's cash. And then after the next year, you pay premium. I've seen them go as $5,000. So if you're looking at the Gulf states, down there where they have floods all the time, and historically all the time, you know, that flood insurance, easily. I'm just guesstimating, being a broker in the business for 40 years, I'm just guesstimating probably $4,000 to $10,000. I'm just, you know, who can afford that, right?
Yeah, that's another major expense. You know, above and beyond your regular insurance payments.
Yeah. So anyway, we hope the best for Houston, and you know, and we hope that this thing doesn't land in other states. I mean, this could destroy a lot of the economic gain the country has made overnight. Hey, Mother Nature, and these God-made tragedies or whatever. Mother Nature is the greatest equaler of all time. It really, you know. And so we hope that this gets a lot better for folks, and they don't get landfall again. But we're going to keep an eye on that here on the Jesse T Show for you. And more importantly, our government has to shape up now and step up and do the right thing. I don't care what it takes. Our government, hey man, they're spending, wasting money everywhere else. They can bring a friggin' aircraft carrier. They can certainly find the money to take care of these families and these people. We're talking the 4th most populated, largest city in America. The fourth one. We're not talking the chump city here. There's 2 people. That we got one more guy to talk to, then we're going to shut down. We'll be back up here. We still got a few minutes? We still got a few minutes? Yeah, we do? Okay. Hey, man, what are you doing? Hey, all right, man. We got stars checking in. Stick your face in here real fast. You're a chin, everybody.
Hello, how
You're
you
a
doing?
chin. We're on the Jesse T Show, and we're broadcasting live right from here. We're going to be up doing the premiere tomorrow. Hey,
Jesse T is the man.
Oh,
He's in
man.
the house.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm the man, but you know, look at I'm something. Hey, I was in Colorado this morning covering the Breckenridge Beast, the Spartan 13-mile race from 9,000 to 12,000 feet. I was up there running and covering it for
great.
NBC Sports, man.
That's awesome.
But you're here. We're here. We
Yeah,
had to
I
get
just
here.
finished a festival in San Diego.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
The Ling Tang's
Yeah,
Festival.
the San Diego International Kids Film Festival.
Right. You know, there's a great
presenter and a
comedian.
judge, yeah.
There was a great Cat Williams. He does a thing about Ting Tang. The guy who used to have the metal legs that killed his wife or daughter. He used to do a funny bit called Ting Tang, Ting Tang. And every time I hear Ling Tang's name, I think of Ting Tang. It's Ting Tang. Ting Tang, Ting Tang, Ting Tang.
She's a wonderful
Isn't
person.
she terrific?
Yeah,
She's had that for many years.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you going to be hanging out here a little bit?
Yeah, I just got here a little early so I could get situated, and hoping to see this film and hoping everything will be cool.
All right. Okay, man. Thanks a lot. Go give her a hug. She's prettier than me. Well, you know, we're gonna break down here. You want to come on? You want to come on with me real quick? Somebody want to come on before we say bye-bye? All right. We're gonna let it go right now. Well, look it. We're gonna be back on the air. I got to set up the big camera downstairs. I got to get some things going, guys. It's the Jesse T Show every Monday through Friday right here from 5 to 6, broadcasting live today at 6356 Hollywood Boulevard, the Beetle House, and we're here for the motion picture premiere, red carpet, fun and festivities. The Beetle House makes people do weird stuff. I don't know why it is.
Don't forget it's Jesse T.
Yeah, it's Jesse T.
He is to be.
Hey, the Jesse T, the brown beauty's on duty, always looking for the sweet type booty. It's Jesse T, I can't help but being me. What can I say? I got to be me, Jesse T. And we're here having a good time. We'll be back live on the air here at just around 9 o'clock when the show breaks out and after the film, okay? So it's good to have you along. Thanks for the excitement. Thanks for the friends at the Beetle House, 6356 Hollywood Boulevard. Oh, you got to come down there right now. You got to get this line going around the corner, brothers. Come on, sisters, get on out here and check out this new movie, Stasis. Ah, love it. All right, guys, we'll see you in a bit. The world, according to Torero, you're straight on the point. The brown beauty is, boom, off duty. See ya just before 9 right here. ABTV Live.